Hello and welcome to another player profile and projection, and this one is the big one. It's the big fella. It's the future captain, ? I don't know. Maybe you do. Aaron Judge, Jake. Aaron Judge.
Future captain or last year with the Yankees. We will find out.
I believe he will be back
in the year. I hope so. I hope so, because that would, there's been a lot of different tones with this Yankees team. Gary, Judge, hey, by the time this comes out, we may have news of an extension. Carlos Beltran half leaked it on the air. Some people that are very honest and nice with us said there's no merit to that. It was a genuine mistake. We will find out leading up to opening day. But most importantly, big Aaron Judge is and remains an incredible baseball player. When we do our Talkin baseball stuff, we make it a mission kind of anytime Judgy gets brought up to tell people like he's not this gigantor that just hits home runs. He is a complete baseball player. A pretty good batting average for a modern day baseball player. An amazing on base, an incredible OPS. And he plays a Gold Glove caliber defense. He played 148 games last year, 39 homers, 98 RBI. It's fun looking at that again because I remember us having the conversations like 4,100 feels so much different than 39.98, even though it's kind of the same damn thing. But yeah, Judgy had another mammo year, 6 WAR. If you're those kind of people, that's a high-level all-star season. That's on your way to MVP, where he finished 4th in the voting. So,
yeah, I just had that up. He got MVP votes last year, finished 4th, 171 votes, vote points, whatever that means. He played all year. I think that's the biggest thing, coming off of playing 102 in 2019, only 28 out of the 60 in 2020. He gets 148, and they kind of did load management with him at the beginning of the season, so I would expect some of that this year as well. And also, he played a more reserved right field for like the first half of the year. He just played a more reserved and take care of the body outfield, and you know what? It was fine. He admitted it. He was like, if I have to not dive for a couple balls, because that's how he got hurt in 2020, I believe, or was it the end of 2019? I forget. I'll do that. And whatever. He had a great season. This guy's career numbers are insane. And even if you take away his best season, if you do just from 2018 to 2021, it's a 279 batting average, a 378 on base percentage, a 539 slugging, a 917 OPS, and a 147 OPS plus. I mean, it's just really good. He's very good at baseball.
It's elite. Elite gets thrown around a lot. A lot of New York fans remember the old Eli Manning elite stuff. Aaron Judge is elite. He is top-tier baseball player. When he is at his best, it goes toe-to-toe with the best in baseball, unless Ohtani's doing it on both sides of the ball. But, he was trying to keep up with Vlad last year. He wasn't too far off. Vladito got him. You got to be honest about that. But, yeah, he outplayed Correa, Jose Ramirez last year. Like, Judge, if he is on the field for 145 games, he's essentially going to be a top 5 MVP type guy. And it goes without saying, there's only so many guys you can say that around baseball. He, one more year, the OPS plus has been above 140 the past 4 years. Any stat I can give you for Aaron Judge is going to be top of the class.
Okay. How about like this? Like versus right-handed pitchers, he had an 886 OPS, and versus left-handed pitchers, he had a 990.
That's good.
And both of those are good.
Those are really good.
He was better away last year because New York got all those dead balls.
Yeah.
But he had an 810 OPS at home, so it wasn't that bad. Okay. He was better in the second half last year, but his numbers in the first half are still all-star caliber. By month last year, Every month was really good. July was the down month. If you want to, it was a 782 OPS, and the slugging dropped down to 455. Kind of did it all.
Yeah.
Split proof. Played 22 games in center field. I think he'll be asked to play center field again this year. Guy's good.
Yeah. Yeah. The baseball savant, if you're a nerdy baseball fan, all of that stuff is elite too. Exit velo, expected batting average, hard hit percentage. When it all is in the bucket, it's an incredible baseball player. And Yankee fans, I mean, there's really no other narrative amongst Yankee fans, which is good. There's just kind of, outsiders who don't follow the Yankees closely see this behemoth of a man and assume, like Pete Alonso plays for the Mets. He's like a home run hitter. Like he plays a meh defense. He hits home runs. Judgy, all.
Does it all.
Totos.
Did the getting rung up on pitches below his knees get better last year?
I feel like there were reports of that, and I feel like there was a feeling of that for a little bit.
Better? I feel like it got a little better.
I mean, he literally had the most strikes called out of the zone, I think the year or 2 years before that.
Yeah, it was
so,
nuts.
In a way, there's only one way to go. But, yeah. No, I do think there was less of that last season.
Huge.
Yeah.
I hope there's less of it, even more less of it this year.
Be great.
Contract stuff is still looming. That's a storyline with him, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about his performance on the field. How many games in center field do you think he's going to get?
Ooh, that's a fun one. So we've got Hicks is back, injury risk. Gallo, Stanton, resting other guys at DH. He played 23 games, 21 starts in center field. You like to think 2 a week is probably the Yankees' plan, and then you mix in one more regular stint than that. Carry the 1. 65 games.
Whoa. Oh, shit. That's a lot of games.
No Brett Gardner. Aaron Hicks is the only center fielder.
Well, Tilo. He'll be up as soon as the season starts. Gardy might be back.
Think they'll start Tilo 7 days a week if Hicks goes down?
I don't know if they'll start Judge. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a pretty easy way they can get to that center field number with Big Aaron Judge.
That's a lot. Okay.
I mean, when did he start playing center field last year?
Pretty early on? Or is that another year where they just did it like?
So
is that 2022 when they did it early on?
His first appearance was in June in center field. So
June 2nd.
No April, no May. So there's 2 months there.
They really did it a lot in September.
Yeah, I mean August 19th to September 19th, 1 month. He played 1, 2, 3, 4,
11,
5,
12.
6, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, yeah, I mean, he can crank that.
But they did load management last year, so that's why I don't know.
They did load management last year. I mean, I do think the contract extension becomes important, and I do think the Brett Gardner thing is important, like especially what's gone on in different parts of the lineup. And how good Judgy looked there last year, and like Judgy came in from the season before kind of banged up and scared, rib stuff. He didn't want to lay out, which, by the way, center field doesn't have as many of those plays. Like, I feel like you're in right field, you're coming in on a ball, it's lay out. Center field, Judge was moving around really good.
Time flies. It was 2018 when he started in center field the third day of the year.
Look at that.
It was a long time ago. Okay, if the over-under is 50, do you think that's a fair over-under? Game started?
In center?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the thing around it is that anything is on the table. Like if Aaron Hicks is healthy, good Aaron Hicks, and plays 130, 100. If Aaron Hicks plays 130 games in center field, and then you factor in Tilo as a part of this season, then yeah, I mean, you could keep Aaron Judge pretty low. Like he doesn't have to be the center fielder. Although with some of the lineup iterations, I think our best lineup for a one-game playoff would potentially be Aaron Judge in center. So that's where it gets tricky. I mean, if Hicks goes down early this year, like we're talking a lot of Judge in center. So the range is big on it. And the guy who's kind of the pivot point is a guy with a pretty decent injury history. So I'm leaning higher than lower.
Do you think he'll have the second most games started in center on the team?
Barring a trade?
No, not barring a trade.
I mean, barring a trade, I'd say yes.
So not barring a trade, you'd say no?
I'm saying
yes,
if
Hicks goes,
unless they traded for a guy who plays center field.
I understand. I'm saying I think that would happen before. Like if Hicks goes down in week 2, I think they scramble and trade for a center fielder by
like Judge's
by
the
May.
Everyday center fielder.
Yes.
The rest of the way.
I mean,
yeah.
Then I just there's not a ton of center fielders, so I don't know. Like I think Judge kind of is. Judge is kind of your best backup plan unless, I know Ramon Laureano's suspended, something like that. We're starting to get into a dream world that's not Judgy, but he played a really solid center field.
I would take the under on 50, especially if they sign him to a long extension. I wouldn't imagine
the extension would change things because then it goes into Stanton mode.
Yeah,
and they're living in fear of the contract instead of like a 1 year use him or lose him.
Which is why it's so weird they don't play Gallo out there.
It's nuts.
Yeah, they did after they have not entertained it, but they did it in one spring training game last week, and it was like, okay, how come we don't talk about this at all?
And they're playing Hicks in left field in spring training.
And Gallo's had a year in the big leagues where center field was the position he's played the most.
In a bigger center field.
Like a big.
Well,
I mean,
Yankee Stadium
center
isn't
field's a
small.
real
It's a pretty
center
big
field.
center field, too.
It's a big center field.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Yankees have a big left field where Gallo will be, but
does Baseball Reference have good predictions for Judgy?
For big Aaron Judge, Baseball Reference has him with 547 plate appearances. That would be less than last year. That'd be like 130-ish games in that range. 272, 360, and 869 OPS.
With 81% reliability.
Yeah, and I mean, the only thing there is all of those numbers, which, by the way, is a really nice season, are lower than his career averages.
Yeah, I was going to say that slugging's kind of too low. He's never had He's never had a slugging lower than 528. What do you judge on? Because I actually go to the slugging right away. Need him to hit homers. I don't want the average to drop because he can hit 270, 280 like he did last year for sure. But I was happy last year he got up to 39 homers because he hadn't broken over 27 since the 50 year. So I'd like him to break, if he plays all season, I'd like him to break 40 this year. I think the other stuff comes. I don't think you lose it.
Yeah, I think if we're being honest, it's a games equation. Like if Judge is out there, it's always come home. The one honestly outlier, if you look at his page right now, is the 28 games in 2020, the shortened season. Even 102 games, which for a season, I mean, that's a sample. 921 OPS, 381 on base. 112 games, 392 on base, 919 OPS. So when Judge is out there, it all comes together. I guess for me, it's OPS because that's one of the better stats to measure today's hitter. On base plus slugging. How much do you get on? How hard do you do it when you do it? And Aaron Judge is, pretty much above 9 every year he's out there for 100 games. So it's just kind of where does that number land? And it just ties to games. When Aaron Judge has been on the field, he's been good, except for after a home run derby when he was hurt in his rookie year.
And even then, the numbers are still not bad.
Still really good.
He found it again. Had a slump.
What a rookie year he had, huh?
Sure did. 8 WAR.
I mean, in the second half of that year, he had a 391 on base percentage, 548 slugging, and a 939 OPS.
It's pretty good.
That's his hurt year.
That was his bad second half that lost him the MVP.
Fuck that. The guy's so good. He's so good. How many runners do you want him to throw out?
Honestly, it's not a crazy number because I'd rather have him pick 2 or 3 off earlier in the year, and then it's just a no-fly zone. That's the old Vlad Guerrero, the old Ichiro. They don't have the highest amount of outfield assists because nobody runs on them.
How many do you think he had last year?
Man, that's such a tough question. I genuinely have.
I wouldn't know. I'm not.
I genuinely have no idea. I'd guess like 7.
10. I don't even know what's normal or what's high because it's a
that
lot like
cornerbacks.
Corner. That's what I was gonna say. It's a lot like cornerbacks. Like they don't get tested. But he had 10 last year. 8 from right field. There's always someone who tries to sneak the double when the ball gets to that right field corner, and they don't realize that he does that in his sleep.
I had a couple good pregame show predictions last year. I'm remembering that now.
He had 7 in 2019.
When that ball pops up,
he had 2 from center field.
Yeah,
I feel like I remember one. There's like a tag up.
I don't know if these are easy to find. Can you turn the TV on so we got to do the random video as well? I think it would be easier to search these as just like Judge throws out runner 2021, like YouTube. Cedric Mullins one. I believe this is the one.
Yeah.
That I'm thinking of where it goes to that corner.
So this is funny. The AL outfield assist leaders last year, Adolis Garcia and Hunter Renfroe, tied with 16. Tied third by himself, Joey Gallo.
Third, huh?
Sometimes we forget that Joey Gallo is his certain own type of freak. Lourdes Gurriel, Michael A. Taylor, mom's favorite, and then Aaron Judge.
I'm trying to do a... so what I did was the plate appearance result was a hit, but the pitch result was in play outs. So the ball was put in play, there were outs, but it was a hit. Yankee Stadium's the venue. The batting team was the away team. This should, if this works, give us all the outfield assists by Yankees.
In Yankee Stadium. Or I guess if a runner gets in a rundown, is that an outfield assist? I don't know. Silly sport.
It is. I changed it to player type center field. This isn't going to work. Never mind.
We tried.
I really did try,
That's what it's about sometimes.
They don't know how to search for that yet. We do have the random video. Are you ready for it?
Ah, yes. This feels important.
You think so?
Yeah.
Showing random video.
Come on.
Look at that spray chart.
Pop up.
Look at the spray chart from last year.
Pretty nice spray chart. We'll pull. Okay.
Called strike. Probably
That's
bullshit.
all right. It's 1-0. I mean, he's trying to get Erod's pitch count up.
I mean, he was taking the whole way.
Cutter.
He was taking the whole way.
You don't want that.
That's not what he wanted. Wasn't searching for it that at bat.
Okay. This one.
Strikes out swinging. Nice pitch. We'll give it to him. They don't even have the pitcher's name there.
I think that was Sulcer. I think he just got traded, so don't have to worry. Oh, okay.
This one, I don't know what this one was.
on.
And then this one right here.
Okay.
Flies out to Avisel Garcia. Probably a hell of a play. Full count pitch.
Rays pitcher that throws kind of like a fool.
Good play by the outfielder there. Really tough.
Incredible play. I
don't even know what that one was.
No, that was another. Okay. Mike Talkman leading off third. Fouls one off Snell, his guy, his buddy.
High heat.
They always start giggling.
Ball probably gets, a really Oh, Stripling, scared
on
of him. Won't even approach him. Another ball.
All these pitchers are so scared of Aaron Judge.
Nice eye. Good eye, Judge. It's hard to find hits sometimes. Taylor Clark, foul ball, Judge, 2-1 count, 2 outs.
Oh, that's one of those Judge home run balls.
Ryu. Oh, he hits a homer off him in this at bat.
That game, yeah.
Or that game. Well, first inning, I think it was this at bat.
I think so. Okay.
Maybe it was the third inning.
I mean, he works pitchers so much that, like, he's just always working these pitchers so much.
Foul. I mean, are we ever going to get a hit?
Oh, my God. He's just battling against all these guys. I mean, Baseball Savant clearly run by a Red Sox fan. What? Okay.
Singles.
So Barrios, that's a sign of things to come this year.
Yes. 3-1 pitch. Gets the fastball. Kind of mishits it.
Still a bullet. Hard hit.
Hard hit. Yeah, okay.
Brian Dozier can't snag that. So big year from Judge.
Big year. Gonna have a huge year.
Huge year.
He's the best. He's the best. He's the best. He's so good.
Where's he hit this year? Just second?
Yeah, I don't fuck with that.
Okay.
No, don't mess with that at all.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Remember that part of last year when they flipped him and Stanton
They both
because
loved it.
because Stanton's been asking to hit second and Judge has been asking to hit third?
Yeah.
And then they went back.
Actually, no. Judge hit third. Oh, maybe Judge can hit third. Judge hit third 90 times last year. He hit second 54. Maybe he's the 3-hole hitter, and I kind of forgot.
Look at that.
Well, second or third, whatever.
Should be one of the first three.
He has to.
Yes.
I mean, he can't.
Yes.
I made a lineup where he was leadoff, and I didn't even care that much.
How about it?
But I don't think he can do that. Guy who slugs 540, you need to at least get a guy on. But that first at bat, you don't want to face him. Admit it.
You don't want to face him. Nobody
bat
wants
him
to
first
face
and fourth.
the last hitter you want to face on the Yankees.
I'd rather bat him first than fourth. I agree with BBD on that one.
Yeah.
All right, that ends our PPPs. Thank you guys for tuning in.
There's an over-under.
Oh, there's an over-under.
The last over-under. 34.5 home runs.
Over.
Not going to pick the under. Jake?
Over. That's a fairish line, and I'm taking the over. What's the Vegas line? Isn't it around the same?
Over. I think so. I think Stanton's was at like 31.
Stanton was 31.5. Judge.
Because Vegas plays the injury game. Like,
Judge is 36.5 is his Vegas over-under.
look at that. That's a big boy. That's a big boy over-under.
Over.
Shows how good he is.
Over.
Let's get him 40 this year, right?
I'd like to get him 40. Yeah. Yeah.
What's that? 6 months of baseball.
Yep.
6 goes into 4.
6.6 repeating.
It's 7 home runs a month.
Well, now
We'll just make like a pop-out calendar.
7 home runs a month.
Every time
42 homers.
Every time Judge hits one, we just go boop.
1 month. Will Judge have 1 month where
Double
he
digit.
hits over 9.5 home runs?
Yeah,
1 month.
I think so.
And what
What do you
month?
think?
And what month will it be?
Oh,
What?
September.
Oh.
That's what he did last year.
What was your O about?
I don't know if I made it. No.
You said oh.
Oh, when you said month, pick the month.
Oh, okay. Well, tried to play the audio, but didn't work. Found it. Hey!
Thanks, everyone.
Gritchick talking to Kelsey Winger.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it. Another year of PPP.
Abridged version, but we got through it. And we learned and we had fun.